What is up, everybody? It's Drew here. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm going to be doing a quick review here. I originally recorded this video with me talking over it, but it ended up being way too windy of a day and the audio just wasn't that good, so I'm just going to dub over it, talk about it. So I've had this bike for about 5 months now. I put about 1,200 miles on it. Most of those miles here in Sedona, some in Flagstaff and Prescott. Been on basically every trail here in Sedona, so it's definitely a very capable bike and I'm pretty happy so far. But I'm going to go over the things I really liked about it, and then I'll go down to things that I didn't like quite as much, a couple things I replaced and whatnot. So pros, first off, I really enjoyed on this bike the geometry. The slack head angle at 65.5 degrees and a 76 degree seat tube angle, along with a really low bottom bracket. I think it's like 334 millimeters. Made it really stable. It's a really stable bike, and I think going downhill is where this bike shines. Even though it has shorter travel, 130 millimeters in the front and 125 in the rear, it really shines on the downhills because of just how awesome the geometry is. And yeah, it's a very playful bike. It loves to jump. It's pretty responsive and everything too. It's got some short chain stays, so it's very easy to manual and wheelie. Like I said, jumps and everything are really easy on this bike. I take it to the bike park all the time, so I very much enjoyed this bike. And I'm 6'2", and I ended up getting a large instead of an XL because I was looking at the reach. The reach was super long on this bike, and I had had back problems before on my last bike, I felt, so I wanted to get a little bit of a smaller bike, a little more playful, something I can flick around faster, and that's what I got though. So the fork on the front could be upgraded a little bit. It's a RockShox Recon RL. It's not the highest quality fork, but it's not the lowest quality. It's done pretty well, but I kind of want a little bit stiffer, something with bigger stanchions, just because I like to ride aggressively. I like the shock in the rear. The X-Fusion 02 Pro Tune air shock is pretty good shock so far. I've enjoyed it. I've serviced both of them once so far, and yeah, they seem to be doing pretty well. Other things I liked, surprisingly, I liked the brakes actually a good amount, even though they're only 2-piston Shimano's. They're pretty decent. They're not the grabbiest, but they modulate very well, and I can do everything I need with one finger, and that's all I need. So, moving on to things I didn't like quite as much, I didn't really enjoy the micro shifter that it came with. I was always having to adjust that, and basically I ended up getting a Shimano XT shifter and just replaced that, and I haven't had any problems since. It's paired up with the Dior derailleur in the back with an 11-speed cassette, 11 to 46 tooth, so it's been working awesome ever since I replaced the shifter. I'm super happy with that. Another thing I replaced was the seat. I didn't like the stock seat. I got a WTB Volt on there now. And then other things I replaced obviously too, I've got new tires on there. Maxxis Assegai 2.5s in the front and a Maxxis DHR 2.4 in the rear is what I'm running right now. There's a couple other things that you could upgrade, such as getting some new grips and some like lighter cranks and things like that, but overall this bike is really awesome for the price. Especially it's got a really good spec. I've enjoyed it very much. It's very durable. I've crashed on it many times and I haven't really broken anything on it, so it still feels very solid even after the thrashing I've put it through. So I'm very happy with this bike, and I highly recommend you check out either the 2020 or the 2021 versions of these bikes. I know that they're getting rid of the Hawk Hill and changing it into just the Rift Zone 27.5 and 29er, so yeah, go ahead and check out these bikes. They're awesome short travel trail bikes. Let me know what you guys think about the new GoPro footage. I'm sorry for taking a break from making these videos. I've been trying to make these settings work on my GoPro and figure it out with my editing program, so it's been taking me a little longer to get these videos out, but I promise you I got some really good ones coming soon. So thanks for sticking around, and I hope to see you guys soon.